We've all been sold this idea that if we buy the right thing or wear the right trends, we will automatically have the perfect wardrobe. But what does that even mean? And why are so many of us feeling uninspired or like we have nothing to wear? Welcome to Hello there, my name is Lainey Jean. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I cut my hair again. In case you noticed. I was going for more of a mullet vibe. I think the back could have been left a little bit longer, but honestly, it'll grow out. If it's crazy, let it be crazy. It's okay. It'll be okay. Today, we're going to be talking all about the myth of the perfect wardrobe, so let's just get right into it. Starting off with the problem of what we've been taught. One of the biggest players in this entire problem of the perfect wardrobe, or this idea of the perfect wardrobe, is social media and the aesthetics that social media give to us and how they lead us to think we are coming up with our own ideas when in actuality we are just regurgitating what is being fed to us through our feeds. Curated closets, decluttering just to purchase more, and what are we wearing? This blank has become such a normalized thing across all social media platforms. It really rubs me the wrong way. Let's talk a little bit about curated closets. On social media, it's kind of pictured as this perfect wardrobe reset you have before every season where you get rid of all of the clothing pieces from the previous season and tuck them away, and then you go to the store and you buy all new clothes for the current season that you're in. This also kind of plays into the buying and selling circle that we've probably all fell victim to. But when you're trying to curate your closet for every single season, it gets really hard to actually wear your clothing to its full potential. You are going to buy things that are trendy for that season that in a year when that season comes back, you aren't even going to want to look at it. The truth is, it does matter if you still like it next year. Closets are not meant to be this thing that are constantly switching out every single season completely. They are something that should grow over time. And yes, it can be curated to you, but it doesn't have to be curated season to season. It can be just for your overall lifestyle, the way you exist as a person. I don't really have much to say on the what are we wearing trend because that just really annoys me. People need to learn to just go in their closet and look at what they have and wear what they have. And if you want to get a few new pieces because you feel like you have some gaps in your closet, go for it. It's your money. It's your choice. I think it is a lot easier to just look at what other people are wearing and say, oh, because everyone else is wearing it, it looks good on everyone else and everyone else likes it. That means I should like it and I should get it because that will make me fashionable. I don't think that automatically makes you have style or fashion sense, if I'm being completely honest. Another problem we are facing is fast fashion. Fast fashion is giving us immediate access to pieces. Again, it's making it so easy to have that mindset of, oh, I can just replace something if I get a tiny hole in it, or just buy the same piece over and over again anytime a little minor inconvenience happens to that piece because you claim it's your favorite piece. But if it was your favorite piece, you would be taking care of it so it doesn't fall apart or have to be thrown away because there's one little snag in it. The promise that fast fashion gives people of fixing their style. Fast fashion cannot fix your style. I know that sounds harsh, and I know that that's a very broad statement, but fast fashion alone and the trends that come with it is not going to fix your style. It's not going to give you style. You have to develop that on your own, and I will talk about that later, how to do that. Fast fashion is not the answer to your problems of not having personal style. Minimalism and capsule wardrobes also sometimes pose a problem, leading to the opposite extreme of what someone could be dealing with before. Say a person has a shopping addiction and they just constantly are buying new clothes and they decide that they want to go minimalist or have a capsule wardrobe. That gives them an excuse to purge their entire closet and then go shop again for the new minimalist pieces, like a plain white t-shirt, a pair of slacks, like the very basic things that might not actually even be of interest to that person's personal style, but they feel like they have to do that to stop themselves from purchasing. In the end, it might just slingshot them back to the other end of overconsumption, buying pieces that they're never going to wear, and then being unhappy with their personal style because it's not their personal style. It isn't personal to them. It's them thinking that they have to dress a specific way to deal with an underlying problem that they are already trying to figure out. Also, a lot of the times, those capsule wardrobes or minimalist styles are very over-edited and not fun for a lot of people. Sure, some people really do like to just wear those every day. The general population would consider basics, which is a whole other conversation, but maybe some people do like to just wear a white t-shirt and a pair of jeans every day. I don't. I would have to make some tweaks to that. Maybe it's a oversized graphic t-shirt and some loose wide leg baggy jeans. Maybe I could wear that every day, or like a maxi skirt and a tank top. Sure, I could wear that every day, but I want them to be personal to me and not look like every other person that I'm around. So that's just me. Maybe you like that, and that's okay. Like, I'm not bashing on anyone that likes to look similar to people, but I think a lot of the times people are doing that because they think it will help them find what feels right to them when it actually does the exact opposite. Which brings me to my next point. Fashion rules are setting unrealistic expectations, limiting one's creativity, and creates a false sense of what your style actually is. Because someone could really like stripes, and for some reason a fashion rule says to them they shouldn't wear stripes, so they don't wear stripes. But if they took that chance to break that rule and wear stripes, they could find a pattern that is a complete like staple in their personal closet despite what fashion rules say to them. And that's a very like general rule. I know a lot of people hear like don't wear horizontal stripes because it makes you look bigger or something, which first of all, what's the problem with looking bigger? Who really cares? Half of us are wearing oversized clothes that we're drowning in all the time anyways. Whoever came up with that rule, that was like probably one person who came up with that. Like, it's not an actual proven thing. It's so messed up to me because why does it matter if you look a little bit bigger? And also, let someone wear stripes if they want to wear stripes. It's not hurting you. I need to calm down. I need some water. I'm getting a little bit too passionate about this. This was supposed to be like a chill video, and now I'm just getting really into it and getting kind of heated. So now that we've got kind of out of the way what we've been taught a wardrobe should be or what fashion should be, I want to talk about, in my opinion, what a wardrobe actually is or what it should be. First thing I would say that's most important is something that grows slowly over time, pieces that have true value to you every time you add a new piece to it. It's okay to be picky with what you bring into your closet. You could look for months or over a year for one particular piece that you know you really, really want. And I can promise you, finding that one piece is going to feel 100 times better than buying 5 other pieces to hopefully fill that gap, possibly even just a little bit. It's not going to feel the same, and it's not going to do what you want it to do for your wardrobe. Next, and this may be an unpopular opinion, I'm not sure, but I genuinely believe your wardrobe should reflect your lifestyle, your values, your beliefs, your past, where you are now, preferences, even things like religion or where you grew up or the books you read, the people you hang out with. Your wardrobe should be affected by that. With that being said, there's no arrival point in a wardrobe. There never will be a perfect wardrobe for you because your wardrobe is ongoing and changing, as it should be. It's gonna mold with you to fit your lifestyle based on where you are. Your wardrobe is not gonna be the same from when you're a 20-year-old going out every night with your friends to when you are 30 or 40 years old. Your wardrobe's going to look so different. And then taking that and comparing it to what your wardrobe's going to be when you're like 60 or 70. What you wear is going to change. And that's okay. But you don't have to change it every single season or every few months just to stay up to date with trends. The only trends you should be following are the trends in your life. Wait, whoa, I just spit bars. And also remember that different pieces in your closet serve different purposes. Some pieces are just simply nostalgic pieces that you keep because you have one memory connected to them, and every time you wear it, it makes you think of that thing. Different ones can provoke certain emotions, or they could just be practical or fun. It doesn't matter what the reason is, but it is important to remember that every piece serves a purpose. Now I want to talk a little bit about reframing, rewearing your clothes. The biggest thing I wish I could go back and tell myself, even just a couple years ago, when I was really starting to figure out what my personal style was and how I wanted to approach fashion, was to let go of the idea of perfection. I know it sounds corny. I know it sounds like, well, duh. But truly, I feel like there is so much pressure to show up with an amazing outfit every single day. To majority of us, that's not realistic for our lifestyles. A lot of us are just trying to get dressed to feel comfortable in a way that we can show up for whatever our job is or whatever our family needs. Or as a kid going to school, you don't need to walk around the world like it's a fashion show. You can if you want to. Go off. The world is your oyster, but like, do not have to feel pressured into doing that. And it's okay to feel mid about your outfits. It is okay to be like, not my best outfit, but it'll get me through the day. I feel comfortable. Do you want to feel like that about your outfits all the time? Probably not. Just remember, everyone has days where they don't like what they're wearing. Fashion is an art form. It takes practice to get to a point where even on days where you're in a rush to get ready, you like your outfit. I'm getting a lot better at that, actually. Being able to just like look at my closet really quick, see what's clean, throw an outfit together, even if it's just like 2 or 3 simple pieces, it still feels like me according to like my personal style and what works with my lifestyle and the temperature outside. There's a lot that goes into thinking about outfits. So I think it's really important to put less pressure on ourselves to be perfect every single time we get ready. Along with practice comes the idea of repetition, and repetition in styling pieces and re-wearing pieces really revealed patterns in clothing and what I was drawn to and what formulas I liked, what felt like me, what became a Lainey piece. One really good example of that, and I feel like I go back to this in every video because I just love it so much and it feels so me, is my leopard print skirt. I literally saw my aunt like a couple weeks ago and she goes, oh, you're wearing your skirt. And I was like, I'm wearing my skirt. She's like, your leopard print skirt that you wear like all the time. And I was like, okay, queen, she knows. It's become like almost a trademark of my style. 7 or 8 times out of 10, you're gonna see me wearing that skirt. I love that. I think that's a wonderful thing, and I think that's also a compliment that people associate your fashion with you. And the last thing I'll say on like rewearing your clothes and kind of reframing how you go about it, it's more important to find what works for you than what works for everyone else. Sure, you can find inspiration online and you can find videos like this that I'm making right now to kind of help guide you, but the best way you're going to learn is through trial and error, sticking to what works best for you. And it might not work good for anyone else, but truly, if it works for you, that's a lot more important to me than worrying about what other people are doing. So instead of chasing that perfect wardrobe, what if we focused more on getting curious about what's already in our closet and how we can use it? What do you actually like to wear and what makes you feel the most like yourself? That's where your style lives. Let me know in the comments one piece that you could wear for the rest of your life without ever getting tired of. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much. Please be sure to subscribe if you like this video and give it a thumbs up. Turn on post notifications so that you get notified every single time I upload a new video, and I will see you very soon. All right. Bye.